All right, Gemini. What is up, Gemini? I hope you are having a fantastic week. I know I am. I hope you're having a fantastic day, month, life, whatever it is for you. I hope it's going fan-friggin-tastic. All right, well, let's get into your astrology and tarot cards here. And welcome to Hidden Key, by the way. If you haven't been here before, I read tarot and astrology for the week and try to cover any of the major astrological conjunctions as pertaining to your rising sign. So if you don't know your rising sign, of course, you can head over to astro.com, go to the free chart generator. You just need to know your time of birth and your place of birth, and of course your birthday. And it'll poop out a chart, and then if you find out where the ascendant is, well, that is your rising sign. I go by Hellenistic astrology, so whole sign astrology, whole sign houses. And so yeah, that's just what I use. So keep in mind that small little detail. Gemini, I know you like all the information. So let's go into your astrology. And oh yeah, just before that, if you want to win a free reading like this, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and let me know down below that you subscribe. That way I know for sure who to put into the bucket and who to draw, whose name to draw, you know? And if you want an extra entry, just head over to my website, sign up for my newsletter. You will get 10% off any reading or any service. So that includes Reiki, consultations, or tarot readings. And yeah, so yeah, check that stuff out. And I hope you have, good luck in winning the monthly draw. And once your name is in, like it's in like forever. So 5 years from now, if you just subscribe today, you still have a chance to win every month. All right. So yeah, okay. Well, let's get into your astrology here. All right, Gemini. Well, first of all, geez, we're gonna be having a full moon in your house, and that's intense. We're gonna have a full moon like right over top of your ascending house. So, and this is also a lunar eclipse. So this is like it's intense, man, because this is also it's also square Neptune, which is like telling yourself the story that you need to hear. Like Gemini's mostly risings, like this is a big time for you to really set in motion the story that you want your life to be. Like get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your body, do some meditation, figure out what would really make you happy, and start working on that, especially since we're still in Saturn and Capricorn. We're only going to be here for like not even a month. So if you have something like that you really want to get cooked up and you want to like launch, this is the time to do it while we're still in this phase, because we're not going to be in this phase anymore. Life is going to be changing very soon. So if you want to build in the classical way that people have been building for the last 200 years, it's time to do it now, because you have these tools. Because once we move into Aquarius, things will start moving very quickly because it's an air sign, so it may be hard to get a deeper footing. So if you start anything now or before the 21st of December, you're going to have a better chance. So I just want to give everybody an equal chance. So yeah, Gemini, this is of course your first house, so it's very intense, and this is about your identity too, and like changing your identity and like being in line with what you actually want. All right. We also have the moon is gonna be trining before this, the day before. It's going to be trining Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter. And so Mercury's coming in, and it's making a nice trine to all these. So it's really like bringing to light all the transformation that needs to be happening. And this is in your 8th house of, change, transition. It's a Scorpio house. So like really getting deep and letting the things go that you don't need anymore. And yeah, it's intense. It deals with death and debt and like other people's money. So yeah, but it's a nice aspect to these things. So it's really just developing that sense of transformation from this point of view. And later on, we have Neptune going direct on the 30th, which is like, the story becoming more clear. Maybe actually information in the media becomes more clear. Like for you, this is going to be in your this is going to be your 9th or your 10th house of like career. So maybe some information comes out about your career, or what you actually want to do, like your reputation, what you want to what you actually want to do in life, and what you want to be known for. So maybe things will actually start moving. And we do have Mars, of course, starting to come direct, and that is your 11th house of like hopes and wishes. So you could actually be going towards your dreams, and this new information will help you towards that. All right. What else we got for you? Lilith is going to be going direct, and I mean not direct. Neptune is direct, of course, on the 30th, and Lilith will be transiting Uranus, which is a very powerful moment. And Gemini's, for you, that's in your 12th house. So this is kind of like whatever like has been building in your subconscious, wherever you've been kind of like tucking away your power and not expressing yourself. This is where it's going to come out. Like it's gonna come out, and you gotta embrace it. Like be powerful, be the powerful bad bitch or bad dude that you are, and just like be in your power. I mean, like do it from like the best place possible in your heart. Do it from where you're actually operating from, because this is your power, and it's time for you to step into it. And with Uranus here, it's a powerful jolt. It's a powerful jolt. Uranus like just likes to slam things into existence. All right. So yeah, this is a good time for you, of course. And then on the first, we have Moon transiting the North Node, so right over top of the Moon, and that is in your. I mean, it's in your house. So this is also like the North Node. So this is a powerful point. This is a powerful energy point for all Geminis, and it's gonna actually mark a very deep transformation for you. So yeah, be patient with yourself through all of this. Take breaks if you need to, but don't break for long. Like just for a day, if you need a break, take a break for a day, but don't make it last a week, a month. Don't let this whole year slide by just because it's the end of the year. There's still a lot of work to do, okay? I want to see you guys succeed in the best possible way. Then moving forward, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. So this is a kind of a weak place for Sagittarius to be, but it is your 7th house. So if you've been like waiting for relationships or something to kind of come into play, like lately it's been focused on like your daily routines and stuff and letting go of things that you don't need. Well, Mercury going into the 7th house in Sagittarius is like, I feel like you're going to have a bunch of different options for partners potentially. And you're gonna be pulled in a bunch of different ways, because Mercury doesn't really like being in Sagittarius. It's at its fall position. So yeah, try to keep focused on one thing. Make sure you're operating from your center of your heart, and like really from that place, because if you operate from like, you know, a flight of whimsy and like trying to figure everything out, this is your chart ruler. So try to stay focused as best as you can. It's gonna be difficult, of course, but it'll be good. It'll reap really good rewards, of course, if you can alchemize this whole situation. And then, of course, we're ending with the week with the Moon in Cancer, its home sign. So really bringing together all of this eclipse energy right back to your home. This is your second house of self-worth and inner value. So yeah, just make sure that you're patient. Do your full moon rituals. Do whatever you got to do. And yeah. All right, well, I think I've rambled on for long enough about your astrology. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, let me know down below. And yeah, let's go into your tarot cards. We're using the classic Rider-Waite deck today. And we're going to jump into your recent past, or where you are currently. We're going to see what's going on, like with the upcoming energy for you. And then we'll see what's going on as far as the messages from Spirit, like what you just need to know overall. And then we'll jump into some sacred symbols just to clarify everything, and a rune at the very end if you want to stick around for that. And once again, thank you so much for all of your love and support. I'm almost at 200 subscribers, which is crazy. It's like I've doubled in the last month. So it's all thanks to you guys. Geminis, you've been rocking the views, and I really appreciate it. So let's get into this without further ado. So what's been going on with my amazing Geminis? What's been going on with my amazing Geminis? What has been going on with my amazing Geminis, please? Okay, we got two cards. First of all, we got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So this is kind of indicating, you know, maybe you haven't been really open to new connections and new people, especially during the Scorpio season. Like maybe you've been letting go of a lot of things and not like letting yourself be open to things. So let's see what the underlying energy of this Ace of Cups is. The Magician. I kind of had a feeling Magician was going to show up again. So yeah, this is like, I feel like instead of being in a receptive mode, you're in like pure creation mode. You want to make things, you want to like be out there in the world, but I feel like it's also a reminder to keep yourself balanced in the receptive energy, because I know you want to just like do a bunch of things, gather a bunch of information. I mean, the lemniscate above his head is indicating that he understands the connection between heaven and earth, and all the knowledge. He has all the knowledge and the truth and the willpower with the willpower with his cloak. The red cloak is willpower. and like determination, and he's got this white cloak of purity, and yeah, he's very powerful, and he is the divine masculine. He can create anything that he wants. So let's see what is the underlying energy of this magician, please. Whoa, all these guys popped up. So we got the Five of Wands here, which could actually indicate some. This is like the card of sport, so really kind of not competing. Yeah, competing. So you may be in a like competition space where it's actually drawing out the good aspects for you. Maybe it's getting you to push a little bit harder than you would have in the past. And yeah, it's not a negative card. It is some sort of conflict, of course, but without conflict, like how are you supposed to grow without conflict, right? All right, let's get one more card, please. Can I get one more card? Thank you. Ooh, the Star card. Love to see the Star card of the Magician. So yeah, I feel like whatever's going on for you, you're feeling actually really inspired. Like feels like a divine sort of inspiration, like long-term goals are on your mind, and you're really trying to give as much of yourself as possible. And this is an Aquarius card, and if you notice, like she's the water bearer, but it is an air sign. So Gemini, being an air sign, like you are trying to use both sides of your life, your masculine and your feminine here. You're trying to give while you're maintaining your power. It's hard for you to receive perhaps right now, just because you're trying to generate so much, so maybe you're kind of blocking that out a little bit, which is fine. But just remember to take it easy. And this is also a card of like art and media, because it's Aquarius, and that's kind of a Aquarius energy. All right, let's jump into what we got coming up for you this week. What we got coming up for Gemini this week? Four of Wands in the reverse. All right, so some sort of like disharmony in the home, perhaps actually moving home. I want to feel if the Six of Swords comes up, it's definitely like you're moving. All right, well, the first card that popped up is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like there's some impatience going on. Like you're wanting that supreme happiness, but it's not manifesting as quickly as you'd want it. I just saw 12:12 on the timer. Interesting. Yeah, that distracted me. But yeah, I'm feeling like there's something that you've been wanting to either manifest, or maybe something maybe you had a falling out with somebody, and it's kind of like create some disharmony, and you're feeling really impatient about it. So let's see what the underlying energy of this is the Chariot. Yeah, because you're not using your willpower. You are very empowered, but it's almost like you don't know what direction to go in, and you're being kind of pulled apart by this whole situation, and it's got you feeling just you're kind of like fighting yourself in a sense, or even fighting your partner perhaps. So there's a lot of impatience this week. So pay attention to that. I mean, I know tensions are high in general, so be patient with yourself as well. Like we're all going through very big transformations right now, in society and our inner world. So yeah, I mean, just pay attention to your feelings, check in with yourself, check in with your partner, make sure that everything is okay, because just because it says it's going to happen, or it says that this is the kind of energy that's coming in, doesn't mean that's going to happen. Like forewarned is like forearmed, basically. Like because you've seen this energy now, you can actually start to determine what direction you want to take it in. Because I could do the next reading, I could do a whole new spread for you, and this would change now that you know this information. So forewarned is forearmed. So let's see what the underlying energy of this Chariot is. Why are you in two directions? What's going on? All right, thank you. Seven of Cups. Okay, so it feels like you're almost like you're trapped in a sense. Like this typically is a card of having too many options, right? Like I don't know what to choose, but this is like you can't see the options, so you're kind of like stuck, and you think that this is the only thing you can do. But you actually can decide whatever you want. You can decide your emotions. Like that is one of the only things that you're really in control of, is how you react to things. And trust me, Gemini, I know what's going on. So yeah, be aware of this, and just alchemize it in the best way. Make sure you're centered and grounded. Like, a magician is very grounded. He has all of the elements. He has earth, water, fire, and air. He's not just all fire. He's not just all air. So make sure you're grounded. And we got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. So this is some sort of like feeling of not being grounded, okay? All right, well, let's go into your messages from Spirit. Let's see what we got. What do you have for Gemini? Oops, this card was upside down. What do you have for my lovely Geminis this week? Thank you. Okay, we got Two of Pentacles. So yeah, you're balancing. You're trying to juggle things. And I'm feeling like this is kind of where you're getting torn apart as well. You're trying to either juggle too much, or you think you have too much to juggle. Like, it's one or the other. And that actually might be you juggling that fact. Like, is it reality or is it emotion? And you're trying to juggle these resources and these ideas and just, but it's hard because in one sense it's like you're moving forward, but in another sense you can't see that progress because you're trying to go in between so many different things. Typical Gemini. All right, we got the next card. Underlying energy is the Ten of Wands reverse. So okay, so this is a good card. Like, with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, it's like you're the burdens that you've been carrying. The universe is trying to say that they're getting released here. Like, you don't need to keep carrying all this burden. Maybe you need to put down one of these coins. Like, maybe you don't have to have the second job or something, because if you're being torn apart at home or whatever because you don't have the attention span for it, well, what's more valuable? Like a peaceful home where, maybe people have to work a little bit harder at one thing in order to make ends meet, or having lots of money and feeling that illusion of stability, because it is an illusion, and having like your home life be a mess, because your home is where the heart is, and if your heart's all messed up, then everything's going to feel messed up. So maybe it's time to put down one of these things that is overburdening you, because if you do, I feel like you're gonna get a lot more clarity. All right, so let's get a clarification for this Ten of Wands. Clarification on this Ten of Wands, please. Thank you. The Five of Cups. Yeah, it feels like if you do let something go, and it's going to be like you're crying over spilt milk here. And the truth is, you still have this option. Like, I always say, like, look, from this perspective, yeah, he's like, oh my God, my cups are over, I have nothing left, and the home is like across the river, how do I get there? But if you just turn around, you notice that you still have cups, you still have hope. There's a bridge to happiness, there's a bridge to your home, to safety and to serenity. And the water isn't like that moving that fast. Like, over here, it seems like it is, but over here it's not. So, like, it's all a matter of perspective. So if you're able to let go of some sort of burden, even some sort of burdensome thought, like, that could actually help as well. So if there's something that you've been holding on to mentally, Gemini, maybe it's time to let go of that so you can move forward. And you got two cards here. One is the Two of Cups in the reverse position. I feel like there's some sort of disharmony in a relationship for you. And yeah, it just kind of feels like a younger relationship. So maybe you're actually like, I feel like this Four of Wands in the reverse here, I feel like maybe you have two people on the go here, Gemini. But like maybe this is the thing that's ending, and you're worried about a relationship failing or a relationship ending, but maybe that's not actually what's happening. Maybe this is just a matter of perspective. Maybe it's not actually ending. Maybe it's just changing and shifting and evolving. And the advice here is temperance. It's about patience. So whatever's happening, don't make rash decisions here. Make it, like, do some meditation, sit quietly for a little while, put on like some soft, like, heart-centered music or something, like 9 or 839 hertz or whatever kind of hertz music that you like something heart-centered, and just feel where you are in your body. Like, are you up in your shoulders too much? Are you like down in your gut too much? Just like try to center yourself and bring all those sensations back into your heart and be like, okay, well, where am I operating from? What matters to me? And through that inner patience, you will alchemize. He's like Archangel Michael here. He's like balancing the two, and the triangle on here is unity. So like he's trying to find an equilibrium of these two elements, of these two cups. Like, it's two cups. I'm getting the symbolism of two cups here, and So he's trying to balance this relationship, but it's going to take time. So don't make any rash decisions. Look on the brighter side of things. Like you still have something. This isn't bad. Like just because the wands are reversed or the cups are reversed here doesn't mean it's bad at all. It just means that it's going to take patience to get through it. It's going to be all right. Because nothing here to me says disaster. It just feels like imbalanced will. But you're coming from a very willful place, so I feel like if you're gonna like charge into this whole situation, headstrong and like very cutting, it's not gonna be the best. But if you come at it with patience and love, well then it's gonna be okay, because you're gonna be able to use the power of the chariot, and you're gonna be able to fulfill your will in the best possible sense. All right, cool. All right, well let's go into your Sacred Symbols deck and see what pops out for you. What is the message for Gemini this week? What is the message for Gemini this week, please? What is the message for Gemini this week, please? Oop, thank you. Okay, guides. And this is what I was talking about, getting heart-centered. And so if you do any sort of ancestor work or guide work, or you do prayers, make sure that you're doing all those things. And remember, when you're doing prayers, don't ask for things, because that implies that you don't have them. And then the universe is going to keep delivering that over and over. Say, oh, I don't have the job I want. Please give me the job I want. Well, that the universe hears, don't give him the job he wants. Like, it's like, picture it like it's a really crappy game of telephone, okay? And you have one connection to the divine to give you your wish. And if you're saying, don't want this, don't want that, they just hear the thing that you don't want, and they give more of that to you, So do positive affirmations. Do present affirmations. I am abundant. I am so happy I have the job I want. I am so happy I have the partner I desire. And operate from that point, because that's what's going to bring in things. And the way that you access your guides and your guides' influence, listen to music. Listen to, put the playlist on shuffle and see what pops up for you. And then do meditation, quiet your mind and see what pops up for you. Those are your guides communicating through the unknown, through the ether, through spirit, through energy. All right? Because it's all energy, Gemini. All right, let's get two more cards for my amazing Geminis, please. Please and thank you. Oops. Please and thank you. Two more cards. Thank you. Oh, lucky. Awesome. So yeah, you are lucky. Don't worry, Gemini. Like, you may be worried about things not working out, but they're going to work out. Like they always do. They have up until now. And the next card we got is Talisman. So I like Talisman because you can make a talisman out of anything. You can make a talisman out of this talisman card. You can charge it with positive energy. Do the sort of same affirmations where you're like, this represents the best thing in my life, and you breathe life into it. Like, there's a fourfold breath. Look it up on Google. And with each inner breath, imagine you just like gaining all that power into your chest, into your Tiphareth center, the golden sphere inside of your heart. And breathe out and imagine it staying there. The energy stays there, but you breathe out and then you breathe more in, make it go brighter. Do the same thing, make it even grow brighter and brighter. And then you put that energy into the talisman. You breathe it out and imagine the golden energy flowing from your arms into your symbol. And then with that symbol, you can carry it with you. You can even burn it if you want to, but I like carrying it with me. And talismans bring things towards you. Amulets keep things away from you. So if you want them to work in concert together, you could wear an amulet that keeps bad things away from you, and a talisman that keeps good things towards you. So it's all up to you. You are magical. You are the magician, and you can create whatever you want. All right? Let's get into your rune. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope all of this helps. So let's see what we got for the rune for this week. What we got for the rune for this week for amazing Geminis? Thank you. Ooh, this is, what is this card? I have to look at the book. I always forget this one. Is it Solid Hue? No, it's not Solid Hue. It's Ihwaz, yes. Ihwaz, which is defense. So let's go to 78. Ihwaz. All right, so defense, assertive powers, U tree. As we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockage and defeat. At the same time, we develop ourselves an aversion to the conduct that creates stressful situations in our lives. There appears to be a blockage in your path, but even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward. This is not a time or situation in which you can make your influence felt. Patience is the counsel Ihwaz offered. So nothing hectic, no acting needy or lusting after a desired outcome. This rune speaks to the difficulties that will arise at the beginning of a new life. Often it announces a time for waiting, for a spring to fill up with water, for fruit to ripen on the bough. Perseverance and foresight are called for here. The ability to foresee consequences before you act is the mark of a profound person. Avert anticipated difficulties through right action. Even more than we are doers, we are deciders. And once our decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless, for then the universe supports and empowers our action. Receiving the rune Ihwaz, you are put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. This may well be a trying time. Certainly, it is a meaningful one. Set your house in order, tend to business, and be clear and wait on the will of heaven. And yeah, this is you're feeling like there's some sort of blockage here. So yeah, I feel like this is very, very apropos to your reading. And the runes always kind of do that. So once again, I want to thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing and all that good stuff. If you want to, share it with a friend, another Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. And yeah, I hope this helps, and I hope you have a fantastic full moon and a wonderful week. I will see you next week. Take care, Gemini.